Coffee chat with Chrissy. So this is probably the last coffee chats with Chrissy that I'll do on this account. It's actually a Saturday that I'm recording this, and I was not planning on working. I literally went on Pinterest and I popped up a YouTube video. I was looking into like personal style things and like the new kind of like self expression, brand expression that I want to implement and everything, which is actually the topic of today's video, which is on creativity, so in branding and all that. So basically, I popped on this video about personal style. Then I went to Pinterest and I was looking at these outfits. Then I got this creative idea of like, okay, I started to think about like how people use platforms, and I had been thinking about this for a little bit. Like, this is not a breakthrough that happened just today, but like I was thinking about how people use like Pinterest, and what I've been looking into. Um, you know, I used to work sales at a big corporation, and we had like facts about the company, and we talked about like the demographics of the people that use the platform and like what people come to the platform to do. And so I'm sitting here on Pinterest and I'm like Googling and ChatGPTing the demographics of like each platform, and I'm Googling like the typical age and other demographics. If we want to go into details, we could, but like, for example, some platforms, the income that they like make is like six figures or more. Um, and so just getting into like who are the buyers and what platforms are they using and how do they use the platforms and all of that type of stuff. So I had just been thinking about that because it was a continuation of something that I had been thinking about for a little bit of time now. And um, I was just thinking about Pinterest because I'm like sitting here looking at these cute outfits, and I'm like, some of these are ads that are popping up, and I'm like clicking on them, and it's linking to Amazon, and I'm putting it in my cart, and I'm like, I need this, 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 right? I need this. I need all these things. Like, I need them. And it's so easy. All I can do is just type into search and then it pops up, but then I just look and I scroll and I save and I put to cart. Like, it's just easy, right? So that led me to start my series, or like continue my series. And in this video, I wanted to talk about creativity, which is like, this conversation is relevant that I'm sharing right now. So basically, I have like a new brand identity that I want to do. And I feel like one thing that people don't talk about enough is the fact that like you can like do something creative that's like never been done before, and it can be so you. It can be so you. And I want to say that like we are a whole vibe, and we are like just our energy and like the way that we say things and all that type of stuff is like part of like, that's a personal brand, right? But I'm saying that we can be more creative and we can like do more fun stuff if it like speaks to you, and it speaks to me for sure. So for example, with the next evolution of my brands, my startup brands, I don't have to do this. I want to start off by saying I do not have to do this. I do not have to do this. But I want to do this because I want to have an experience. I want it to be an experience. I want it to be this next level creativity. So I'm looking at different outfits. I'm looking at different outfits that I can do. And I'm looking at different characters that I can play and embody. And I specifically have like, I've been coming across different vibes that I like. Different vibes. One of the vibes in particular I can share with you is like the princess vibes, right? Other vibes are kind of like I mean, I won't share all the details, but there are other vibes. And that some of them speak to me and my generation. Some of them speak to kind of like just other things that I like. So, what I'm envisioning is I'm going to look a certain part and like have it be a whole experience when it comes to my content and when it also comes to my products and the things that I create, my digital products. And that's a form of like art, and that's a form of like me expressing my creative self. Again, it doesn't have to be done. I can just do things as I am and show up and serve and all that, and that's fine and that works. But what I'm saying is sometimes it's like, yeah, like that's fine. Yeah, that's cool. That's a vibe. But like sometimes it's like, oh, I'm bored. I'm bored. So I want to create. I want to create something. I want to create. I want to be intentional. I want to create. I want to create. Right? So because I want to create and because I want things to be a whole vibe, but I want to do things in like a certain way, that has me to look at certain outfits that would be a vibe. That would be an experience. It's like you haven't really seen this before. You haven't really like when you imagine when you imagine somebody sitting here and talking to you about grants and about sponsorships and about business and about this and about that, you might imagine somebody shows up and they look very like professional, business savvy, like they have a certain like business professional outfit vibe, right? And that definitely works and that's definitely expected. But if I was to show up, if I was to show up in like a princess outfit, that is such a vibe. That speaks to a certain type of person. And it's something different and it's also controversial. It also might bother people. It also might offend people. Like, I can talk in a certain way where it's like certain people might view me and see me in some manner, and I can also talk in a different kind of way, and that might again upset people or like cause commotion in the comments and make it's like it's so like it draws in the right people, and then it also like repels the wrong people, and it can just be something unexpected. It can be something that's like this is it's so magnetic. It's so like this is so you. This is so you. This is so different. I haven't seen this done before. And like you know how we talk about competition and we talk about like really your personal brand is your personal brand. And so, but at the same time there is I want to like competition is real. And when you create something that's like no one is doing this in this manner, it just becomes so much more like magnetic. And I'm not saying that you have to do that, but I am saying that like that's what I'm doing and that's the plan. So be on the lookout. Be on the lookout for the shifts that are going to be made because I want to have fun with things. I want to have fun. And I get to decide and I get to create experiences and content and art, and it all gets to be a vibe.